Hello, everybody. We're back. So we actually made it through the day 2 trial, or was it the day 3 trial? Now we suspect that the boat rental dude was the actual murderer, and also Miles Edgeworth decided to let us know that he had a memory of a crime that he committed, and he may or not be really scared of earthquakes. But here we go. We're in the investigation phase again. December 27th. Wright & Co. Law Offices. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Did he kill someone? Wait, did Edgeworth kill his own dad? Uh-oh. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed... I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick? Yo, how's everyone doing? Butts. Why would you butt your way in here to this conversation? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles. Huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. You're not that special, but you sell hot dogs at a lake. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm about a 5. What do you mean that you're a 5? Maybe a 6.9? That would be nice. At least. You guys should be bowing before me. Can we talk to him? Bro, what are you talking about? Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spill the mood, Harry. Or Larry. Did I say Harry or Larry? Hey, I'm just a silent guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty... edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is... I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. What's with the sudden shade? Nick. Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Oh. This has to do with their history being, friends in school or something. Something fishy is going on here, that's for sure. You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes. In grade school. They saved me. Miles. And Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, but I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. Oh. A class trial? You remember, Larry. Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day, we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. That's pretty rough, isn't it? Putting children on trial like this? I didn't do it! Guilty! He did it! Guilty! It was you! Thief! Give the money back! You're such a meanie! No one play with him! Just admit you did it! You can't hide the truth! Tell us the truth! We're not gonna play with you anymore! Yeah, no borrowing! You shouldn't be allowed in the relay race! Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you! Hey, did you rob that bank? Wait. Now, Phoenix, now you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. And he still has the spiky hair, even as a child. You wouldn't know, Maya. You're only 17. You don't know what it's like to be a child. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs! Miles? Yay, good old Miles. Coming to my defense, he's a good boy. Miles is a good boy. He would never commit murder. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? Wait, what? It was Miles's money who stole it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But, Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah. He did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Edgy's money, no. Oh, is that Larry? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were best of friends. Larry is the hero we all need. Because Edgeworth was also the hero. He's like, yo, why are y'all ganging up on him? If he didn't steal the money, there's no proof he stole the money. Don't be ganging up on him. That's mean. It was my money, and I don't think he did it. Or at least I don't have any proof that he did it. So y'all need to stop being so mean and ganging up on little Phoenix. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So, I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. Edgy boy looked up to his dad. I want to know what happened that made Edgeworth want to be a prosecutor instead. Maybe we're getting into that. Larry probably stole it. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. That is sad, actually. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." After his dad was killed and the killer was allowed to walk, he decided nobody would ever walk under his watch. Paraphrasing, probably. Did Edgy actually say something like that? The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Oh my god, there's so much backstory, so much lore. Whoa, Nick. So that is why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick. Nick! Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of the evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Well, here we go. This is, quite the story that's building up, isn't it? So far, nothing new to investigate. So, we haven't talked to Mia in a while, have we? Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. I tried reading one and made my head hurt. When I closed it, it slipped out of my hand. Then my foot hurt too. That sucks. Call the parrot. I want the parrot to testify. Looks like it's cleaning day at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch outside the city. We already read that. Can we present stuff? Woohoo! I was hot out there, hot! I'm glad someone's happy about how this case is going. He seems too happy to care about anything I show him. Yeah, he doesn't care about my badge. Alright, I guess we can move around somewhere then. December 27th, Detention Center Visitors Room. So tomorrow is when the Statute of Limitations wears off. So basically, the true killer of Miles's father can freely walk starting tomorrow. They can still be tried if we find them by tomorrow. Detention Center Visitors Room. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth? I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. He does not look very happy. So now we need to try and find evidence to prove that something about the DL6 incident is relevant to what happened for this current trial. If I examine, there's not gonna be anything new, right? Nothing new. Let's talk. Hey Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright. I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed that Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Revenge. That's why he didn't testify. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. in court, in his personal life. He is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Can we present something, I suppose? What are you showing me this picture for? Oh, no reason. You know, I was impressed by your deduction in the trial today. Granted, you were at the end of your rope, but still. Nick, he noticed. Haha! Wait, are we missing stuff now? Did they take the picture? We're missing like 3 things, aren't we? They took some of our evidence. They took a picture of the empty lake. I think they took a lot of Hart's testimony as well. And like a 3rd thing they took as well. It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Tomorrow, could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. DL6 incident. What do you think of this bird? Can't call the parrot to the stand. The parrot must testify. Nick, no! That's a photo of his father, don't show him that. You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories. What is it? Nothing. Huh? Poor Edgeworth. He's in a rough position, isn't he? Should I stop by Grossberg? He's out, again. When does he work, anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Maybe he's just not here right now. They don't look like they've ever been read. I'm just seeing if there's anything new. I don't think so, though. Always gotta have those expensive plants, don't they? Let's go to the Criminal Affairs Department. Let's go see Gumshoe. Hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there's some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. This must be the chief of detectives over here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? That's not possible. The world ended yesterday? He must be reading predictions for the future on someone's homepage. It must be 2012. Go through his desk. I figured it out. The parrot did the murder? I think we all suspect that. Babes in uniform, my bad. Is that the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. Represented before the department at last. I'm going to make sure they know how much people like the Blue Badger. Good luck. Oh, the judge did it. Okay, that's different. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I'd expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. He's mumbling something to himself. Please, think about what you're doing, Jolinda. Don't take my Tommy away from me. No! Image training for a nasty divorce argument. Are you sure that was just divorce? You should accuse him in court. Accuse the judge? That seems like a bad idea. I want to keep my job. Gourd Lake entrance. Here we go! Hey, it's Gumshoe! Hey, pal. Long time no see. Wow, it's been a whole 24 hours since I saw you. Such a long time. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Were a lot of us camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lana's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I guess we'll move a little more to the Gourd Lake Public Beach, perhaps. Lana seems guilty. I mean, she was camping in a no camping zone, so... December 27th, Gourd Lake. Huh? A steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Anything new? Everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Gordy was a lie, and the charges against Edgeworth were a lie. I guess you're right. I mean, I'm glad the charges were all lies, but still. Guess Larry has today off. He's pretty happy about saving Mr. Edgeworth. True, we owe him big. No snarky comments this time? No one's gonna sit here on a cold day like today. Unless they were eating a samurai dog. How would that change the temperature, I wonder? You seem troubled, Nick. No, who, me? I almost didn't see that signpost. Left boat dogs, right exit. The place is well maintained. Boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Hey, it's Grossberg! Aha, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I'm gonna give him a Sean Connery accent now. He seems like a Sean Connery type. Mr. Mr. Grossberg! This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not too sure about that.
I'm not too sure about that.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? What are you doing here, you sus? He's very sus. I'm gonna go ahead and examine the boat rental area. The boat rental shop doesn't look like anyone is around. Caretaker must have run for the hills, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. He didn't seem like a bad person. Yeah, he's super sus. What are you talking about? We can't go inside. We still have Polly on us, though. There's a forest here beyond these bushes. Nick, the forest! There's someone in there. You're right, there's a few policemen in there. They must be looking for the caretaker. Good luck. Well, that was super useful. Oh, we can go inside the caretaker's shack. Polly's there! Does Polly want a cracker? Nobody's home. Hello, Squawk! Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, Squawk! I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, Squawk! Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you don't know what to say. Well, you don't know. Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Squawk? Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Woo! That's evidence. Edgeworth? Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read this whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Letter from the safe added to the court record. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This note details the murder and setup. Incredible! Glad we came here. Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See, that's why I didn't want to tell you. Fishing pole. That fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe. Don't you think the caretaker would mind? Well, I think we can leave him the metal detector in exchange. Maybe we'd better not. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. Guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. I've seen this in Animal Crossing. This is one of those, like, heater thingies. Like, this is like a Japanese specific type of way of, like, eating, cooking food, whatever. I don't know what it's called. But it's like a table and heater at the same time or something like that. I never noticed that until now. It doesn't look like he used his kitchen much. You're right. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. Well, you thought he was telling the truth? Well, we should probably go to Grossberg, shouldn't we? Kind of annoying have to go between screens like this, though. Can I present this to him? They're like, yo, dude. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in that shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant who got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Is everyone this dense? The old man, like, it's clearly the guy who was on the elevator 15 years ago. He's super senile, has memory loss. The dude in the elevator had memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. It's the same dude, obviously. We haven't learned his name. He doesn't remember his name or some shit like that. Also, Alex met Ben, hello.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing? So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says, this is your last chance. Okay. Because he said the statute of limitations runs out tomorrow. So it has something to do with the trial from 15 years ago. Was someone declared guilty for a crime they didn't commit? Does this have to do with the DL6 incident? I think it does. But the thing is, right, the man who was the suspect of killing Miles' father, if he was declared innocent, then why would his life be ruined? This might be someone different that we're talking about. Last chance, maybe? Yeah, so I was thinking this has to do with the trial, and the statute of limitations runs out. Because when it runs out, they won't have a chance anymore. So what does this mean? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? That's what I was thinking! I was saying that the whole time, dude. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yogi didn't get his life ruined. He was acquitted, unless some guy messing with him knows he had memory loss. Yeah, there's something very suspicious about this. So I feel like they're not gonna introduce any characters or any suspects that are not, like, absolutely relevant. Let's look at these profiles again. So where is this guy? Age, question mark. Yeah, so we don't know his name for sure. Because Yogi at the time was 37, 15 years ago. That would make the old caretaker 52 if it's the same dude. Does he look 52 to you? Manfred von Karma, 65. He's scary looking. 46, 48. Wait, so 15 years from... So that'd be 23? Robert Hammond was 23 at the time? Unless I'm wrong. Wait, 15. So 33. He would have been 33 at the time. When he was a defense attorney.
Marvin Grossberg.
Larry Butts. Lotta Hart. Often the cause of trouble. My first client as well. Let's go to Grossberg since we just got some pretty damning evidence, I think. Where the hell is he? Why is he not here? Hello? You wanted me to come here, right? One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Stop showing me stuff and let's get cracking. You only have today to get to the bottom of this. I was trying to show this to Grossberg or whatever, but he's not here right now. Maybe I have to go to back here. No? Detention center again? Maybe I need to talk with him? Oh, yeah, I should probably talk to him. That might be a good idea. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. Oh yeah, the earthquake. The quake was incredibly strong. I keep forgetting that strong earthquakes are a thing, because I'm so used to super weak earthquakes that don't really do any damage and I don't really feel them. So I'm like, oh, was that shaken earthquake? Okay. But yeah, earthquakes can be quite devastating. But when you're a native Californian like me, earthquakes are so commonplace that you don't even feel them and they're just like, what was that shaking? Oh, that's weird. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these past few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. About a murder that you were involved with? You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I was thinking, like, maybe he murdered his own father when he was 9? I hope not. I think the time has come to tell all. Tell us everything! Oh no. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help!
I can't breathe.
Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier.
I want to get out. Help! Get us out.
Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen.
I can't breathe.
You're using up my air.
You're using up my air.
What?
Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you.
What are you?
Stop breathing my air.
No, father. Wait. Who is even saying that? He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Uh-oh. Get away! Get away from my father! Uh-oh. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was a true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. Oh my god. No! This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick! There's someone else who knows about DL6. I guess now it's time to go to Grossberg! Grossberg Law Offices. Mr. Grossberg?
Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding. I can't believe you're not.
My. Just calm down and tell me what happened,
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, Then why don't you two look troubled, hmm?
Well,
Also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined.
this is so sad. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his...
Miss Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
But he didn't shoot the gun, he just threw the gun. That's not his fault. No! I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with statute of limitations so close.
His pistol was fired twice. That's true, isn't it, Wizzy? What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without a peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The results: he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. He died in despair, as it were.
I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost.
So if the whole spirit medium stuff is actually true and not total BS, maybe Gregory Edgeworth, he knew that his son threw the gun and that he was trying to protect his own son. That's what I'm thinking. We're just assuming that the ghost part is actually true and that you can summon the spirit of a ghost or whatever. So maybe Gregory was just trying to protect his son from getting a murder trial or whatever. We saw Mia as a ghost. We've seen it. Whatever, it's fine.
Must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless.
Bro, I have something to show to you.
So, this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough.
Because the thing, right? So if you were declared innocent because of insanity, that doesn't clear you of, like, committing the murder. It just means that you weren't of sound mind. So, like, it's possible that he still committed the murder, but maybe that was just a defense because of the oxygen deprivation. So maybe it's still on his record that he was a suspect for murder trial and that he shot a gun. The thing is, right, maybe they're going to bring this up in a second here, but were there any fingerprints of Yogi's fingerprints on the murder weapon at the time? That'd be another question. Cost him his job, yeah, stuff like that.
Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Maybe it was Manfred von Karma. What if the boat caretaker was Yanni Yogi? Then it had to be someone else who carried it out, right? What if it was... Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it in old time on court's reports.
What? But that means... So I wonder if, I was thinking, like, maybe, Von Karma was the prosecutor in the DL6 case. Is that what it is? Oh, Lord! That means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
Gregory Edgeworth? He was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma were he alive. This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one, but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage the DL6 incident has done will never be eased. Quite sorry, I have nothing to say concerning that. Ah, she was a beautiful woman. I'm truly sorry about what I did.
Huh? Sorry about what? I think I'll stay out of this one. What did he do, dude?
In any case, it's good that the one shooting isn't Miles.
You bet it's good. I can't believe the fiendish planning that went into this murder. We almost fell right into his trap. What a creep! He doesn't care about my defense attorney badge? Rude! I didn't mean to click on this. I now have to go through all of this again. Prosecutor Von Karma. Tell me about him.
If it was truly Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to testify a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
Gregory versus Manfred. This is so deep, dude. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. He's a perfectionist. Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. But that was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, goes to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? He was coming up with something during that time. What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that. I just believe Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. So I think the revenge that he's talking about is trying to get Edgeworth considered guilty. Not just for this murder, but for the murder 15 years ago. Like, this has to be what it is. Someone's trying to get revenge against Edgeworth to make him guilty for 2 murders. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick... Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. The police materials, I think we presented everything. Should we go move around somewhere? Here we are. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again? Well, I can't have just anyone running around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he's just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. What is happening here? It's a very good question. Shall we examine the room a little bit, perhaps, maybe? I don't think there's anything in here. Oh, we can talk to this guy. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something. So, what are your hobbies? Well, I like to do stakeouts now and then. You must be doing image training for a first date. Image training on a first date, you say? But look at these old-ass computers. They have that gross yellowy plastic look as well. Why did they use that gross yellowy plastic? Was it just really cheap material at the time? It looks gross. Let's go to the records room. What are we gonna find in here? December 27th. Police Department Records Room. Dusty as always. They were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Maybe he found a secret stash somewhere. Shall we examine? This cabinet is where they keep evidence for current cases. Murder weapons, question marks. It just looks like random junk. Nick, what do you think this clothespin is for? Don't touch that, it's evidence. Fancy meeting you in the false records room? Weird. Important case files in there. Forgotten cases rotting away for eternity. Let's go we need and get out of here. All this dust is getting to me. Here are files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here. Wow, these are all case reports? Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases. I guess my sister's case report is in here too, quietly gathering dust. So where the hell is he? He's not back there. He's not back there. That's a little concerning, isn't it? Kind of annoying that I can't just go straight back to this place. Is there nothing to do in here? Maybe I need to examine a bit more. Here we go. Because I don't remember that file drawer being open before. Huh, one of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick! The file for DL6, it's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Oh god, he's scary. Eek! Von Karma! You. How do you know my name? Wait, what? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? Ahem. I beg your pardon. I see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me, needless things, to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. So, like, can we talk to you, sir? Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow? You were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Fool. You think I, a prosecutor, would give you, a defense attorney, information? Bah. Creep. We presented her badge. He knows that we're a defense attorney. What if I present literally everything that I can to him? I don't think he's gonna respond to anything. Look at this very sus metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit a murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun. For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! Whoa! What are you... Nick, run! He's still standing. I thought maybe Maya attacked Von Crumple. Von Wrinkle? I'm gonna call him Von Wrinkle. I keep forgetting what his name is. But maybe he used the taser on Maya instead. Out of my way. Ah! Did he use a taser on us? Did he take the letter? Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. I was just thinking, did he take the only copy of that letter? Did he, like, photocopy it or something? Because I feel like that'd be a really dumb thing to not photocopy and then give that vital evidence to the person who wants to get that evidence gone forever. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. You are 17, ma'am. It's okay. You're very young. You have a lot to learn. You have a lot of life ahead of you. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. You wish you hadn't woken up at all? What do you mean by that? Maya! God, there has to be a way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. DL6 bullet stashed in a pocket. Still bears clear ballistic markings. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. I wonder if that bullet was taken from the same gun that's used in this current trial. It has to be, right? Who owns that gun? Also, that would be another question. Who owns that gun, and was that same gun used in both cases? I think that was supposed to happen. As much as I didn't want to lose the letter to Von Karma, I think that was supposed to happen. I don't think there's any way to go back and, like, not do that. Because there wasn't anything else that I could do. I went to all the other places. I couldn't talk. I didn't have any new talking points. I didn't have any new evidence to show people. I think that was supposed to happen. Unfortunately for me and the rest of my defense team. But we will take a look at this final day trial.